Looks like we've all been debating down here about who's going to go first. And it looks like I drew the short straw, so I guess I'll get up and give a toast to get started. For those of you that don't know me, I thought I'd introduce myself real quick. I'm Lee Hennigan. I'm Lance's brother, and I'm extremely honored to be his best man tonight. There's a lot of different ways that you can give a toast when you go to a wedding. A lot of people, they'll tell a story, and I just didn't think that that was the way that I wanted to go about it. Over the years, I've given Lance a lot of advice. Most of it's gone in one ear and out the other. And if I'm being completely honest, as much as it pains me to admit it, it's probably for the best. It's probably worked out better that way. But if there's ever been any advice that I've ever given, I think tonight, maybe hopefully I'll finally have something that's worth remembering and may actually serve him well. There's a lot of advice that I'd like to give, but I'm not qualified to give it. You know, I would say and give advice on how to love Krystal, but honestly, if you watch them for a little while, you realize that I don't need to give that advice. Because if you're around them for a second, you'll realize that what they have is genuine, it's real, and it's right. So there's no advice needed. And I'd like to give advice about what the future holds and everything that you should do to make everything work out just perfectly so that there's no bad days. And I'd like to give advice and stand here and say that there's never going to be a bad day, that it's always going to be, you know, great days and everything's going to work out fine. But experience tells me, and it tells us all, that it's not going to work that way. But the good news is, I think if you'll hold on to these three things, no matter what life throws at you, no matter how tough it gets, at the end of the day, everything's going to work out just fine. First thing is love Krystal every day. Second thing, let God love you and Krystal every day. And the third thing, and sometimes this is what gets lost in the shuffle because life gets busy and it gets hectic, but I want you to take a real good look around the room today. And I've got a real good vantage point, but I want you to take that. And then tomorrow night, when you and I and everybody else were standing up, I want you to look out into the audience, and I want you to take a real good look around tomorrow night. And don't ever forget that everybody here tonight, and everybody that's going to be there tomorrow night, we love you, we support you, and we're always going to be there for you. So my toast tonight to my brother and to my new sister is may your days be long, may they be filled with joy, with health, and with prosperity, and may the two of you make as many great memories as I've made with my brother over the last 28 years. So to both of you, God bless you, and I love you.
Hear, hear.